Afternoon guys, here we are, latest session, 3 nights, luxury lodge, Hams Hall Fishery near Birmingham. Lee Moz and Morris has fished here, but yeah, we've got the whole lodge for the weekend. Rods are out, Mrs is reading, living life in the sun. I'll get in this bad boy later. Bit of luxury hot tub. Yeah, we have like a section roped off, goes out round into this little bay, out into, there's like a divider rope that goes across the top of the water there, all the way out there, and then sort of round into this bay here, the area here. Nice little netting pod here. Yeah, just fishing off this bank. So, like I say, 3 days or 3 nights, long weekend, bank holiday weekend. Hopefully we can bag 1 or 2. Yeah, lovely. Birmingham Airport, planes in the sky. Yeah, decent, looks like a decent setup, so fingers crossed we can get 1 or 2. We'll keep you updated. Right, early evening to all. It's what are we? 6 and a bit hours into fishing, so settled with my spots now. 3 rods, 1 fishing on the right margin, 1 straight out in front on a spot that's about a rod probably a rod length short of the rope in the middle. There's 3 buoys out there, and yeah, I'm about a rod length short of that, and then the 3rd rod is over to the far island, literally almost right to the edge of the island. So not really seeing any signs of fish. Seen one right on the rope, but nothing other than that really. There's been a couple of fish further out around the corner. Yeah, it's always difficult with a new venue, just sort of edging my bets at the minute, see what I can get tonight, see if I can get a bleep or a bite, and then reassess in the morning. So yeah, brand new fishery, Hams Hall, fishing in the lodge. Lodge is lovely. Just had a M&S curry dinner for 2, which was absolutely banging as always. Yeah, so we're just going to see what the night brings. Still glorious sunshine, lots of planes overhead from Birmingham Airport. Yeah, it's hard to know, but I'm confident, fingers crossed. Just put a bit of bait over the top. Using my bait boat today for pretty much the first time I've tested it on my lake, but yeah, actually officially using a bait boat for the first time. So getting ready for France later in the year, get used to that. Yeah, the venue's lovely, hot tub is lovely. Just going to see what happens now in. Probably just leave the rods now for the night and then reassess in the morning. So if I don't see you in the night, I shall see you in the morning. Hi, morning everyone. Quiet night, very quiet night to be fair. Actually got quite chilly, so just before bed. But yeah, it's difficult. The left-hand rod this morning's had 2 or 3 beeps, bit of a drop back, but there's a couple of coots out there, and I don't know whether I got picked up by a coot or whether it was generally a drop back, because it has beeped again since then when the coots have since cleared. So I've just stuck a little tiny bit of bait back out over the top just to see if I can get a response to that, and then yeah, I'm just going to have a bit of a play around with the other 2 rods really, give them a bit of a move this morning, see if I can. I'm just going to sit here now for the next half an hour and just watch the water, see if I can see anything. The wind's turned this morning, it's coming right into the lodge, so hopefully, fingers crossed, that's a good sign. Yeah, we'll see what happens. So I feel shattered. Gonna get some breakfast, a cup of coffee, and yeah, see how it goes. We'll keep you updated. Afternoon, guys. Saturday afternoon. Yeah, it's very quiet. There's been a couple of fish caught over the lake. There's matey over in that pod over there. He's had one through the night, and then there's a couple of anglers fishing in this pod over there. They've had a couple in the night, I believe, or this morning, double take this morning. So said Simon the bailiff, handyman that was around first thing, checking if we wanted any food. Yeah, so you can get breakfast and evening meal here if you just let the bailiff know on the day and they'll cook it for you. So yeah, that's really good. But we've brought a shed load of food so we can eat and pig out once we're out of here later on. Just keeping that nice and warm. We're going to jump in there in a little while. I've also just been knocking up a bit of bait. I haven't gone mad with the bait, to be fair, but putting a bit out with the bait boat and then just mixing up as I go. So I'm currently fishing one rod just off that island, literally the middle tree there, probably about half a rod length short of that island. It's about 3 foot, and the other 2 rods are out into here. So I've got one pretty much right on this point here where the rope almost meets the island and that little grey pole, and then my second rod is in this channel just in front of the island there. Bit of bait over the top of all of them, not gone mad. I've done a bit of pre-baiting as well down into this sort of margin corner bay. Might stick a rod in there tonight. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, there's the luxury lodge. Here's the little bit of bait I've sort of knocked up earlier today. It's just a mixture of like chopped boilies, a bit of crumb, pellet and tinned sweet corn. So yeah, like I say, I'm just making it up as I go, nothing mad. But yeah, that's the mix. And then just fishing wafter hot cook baits, hoping for a bite. But yeah, it's been very, very quiet. See how we get on. Some dumbass forgot his catapult, breaking arms just to throw in a few boilies. Right, morning everyone. I'm a bit depleted. It's Sunday morning now. It was good signs last night before we went to bed. Me and the missus sat out here and watched the water for a good sort of half an hour, and there seemed to be fish beyond my point, particularly on the right hand side, just by the pads. slightly out of my water because it was beyond the rope, but you thought if we can get something in front of that might drift in. So I did exactly that with the right hand rod, and then the two left hand rods I put over on this left hand side in front of the aerator where I've seen people have success before. Yeah, put a bit of bait over the top of that, and then absolutely nothing. I think I had one beep about midnight, but it was literally just a one beep, so it was just someone messing with the line or tap the line or whatever. It's so quiet. I mean, it's not like I can say I look around at the syndicate members and think, you know, he's catching in that pod, he's catching in that pod, he's catching in that pod, because they're really not. I'm not seeing anybody in my eye view across the lake, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pods I can see catch a fish. So yeah, it's a struggle, and I don't know what to do really. Suggestions for next time when you're sitting blanking for, what's it been, 2 and a bit days now, so it's Sunday morning now. Got all day today and tonight, and then we've got to leave in the morning by 10. So yeah, I don't know. I might stick a couple of rigs. You can't use zigs here, so I might have to try and stick either a long stiff hinge on with a pop-up, or just try a couple of pop-ups instead. Been fishing with wafters pretty much the whole time since I've been here. And yeah, see if we can get some. So for now I'm just going to sit back, watch the water again for another 20 minutes, have a quick coffee, treat myself to an LD latte, and yeah, just see if we can't try and change our fortunes today, turn it round and see if we can nab one. So yeah, fingers crossed. If I get anything, I'll keep you all updated. Just taking a bit of nature. Bite times are not happening. It's been a proper blank. Very frustrating, but the place is absolutely lovely. Highly recommend it to anyone that wants to book out the lodge. There it is from over here. Yeah, it's a lovely place. Cock-a-doodle-doodle. There's an example of one of the odds that you get with a syndicate member's ticket. You remember just setting up on the point over there. Yeah, lovely day. Lily pad's starting to shoot. Just no fish. Evening all. Little update. Sunday, late afternoon, early evening. Still nothing. It's been very slow. Very frustrating. We've just spent the last hour in the hot tub though. That's lovely. And we just had some dinner, omelette and salad and all the trimmings. So yeah, it's not all been bad. It's been lovely, relaxing weekend, but we're just in the lodge now, chilling. I'm gonna put a bit of bait out before bed. I'm going to keep the rods on the spots they are, because I'm quite happy with the spots that have been moved this afternoon. Just see if we can nick one in the last night. Yeah, there's been fish out now. There's the guy in the bay. He's had an absolute field day in 2 nights. He's had 21 fish, so they're obviously all around that corner. Nothing much over this side. Guy in the pod to the right had a 33 pound in the night. The guys over the back also had a couple each. So yeah, it just seems to be quiet in this little roped off section where the lodge fishes. My hands are tied really because I can't move. be lovely if we could just maybe nick in a pod and do a few hours, but no, we can't move. So we've got one night left. Bit of chilling. We're going to get in a hot tub again later. Just finalise the night before we have to get up and leave tomorrow about 10. So yeah, it's been nice, chilled, relaxing session, but no fish to report. The place is absolutely lovely though. I wouldn't put me off coming again. So if you fancy this place, Hams Hall Fishery, contact Dave, the owner. Get a long weekend or a long week in the lodge. Prices are not too bad either, so yeah. It's been decent on that side of it, but fishing side, for me, maybe it's me, but yeah, it's been very, very quiet. So one night to go, I shall keep you all updated. Evening guys, just going to do a bit of a top up of bait using the bait boat just before we go to bed or settle down for the darkness. Going to get in the hot tub in a bit. So, yeah, just going to fill up all 3 spots with a bit of bait with the bait boat. Pretty much first time fishing with a bait boat, but it's getting me ready for fronts later on in the year, so yeah, hopefully it's worked out alright this weekend. Just kind of saved me having to spot it all. Last hope, last chance saloon really. Yeah, it's been very quiet, but I've really enjoyed it. The lodge has been beautiful. The place is lovely. I'll definitely come back. Right, morning everyone. So yeah, very frustrating. So last morning, a couple of hours to go, rods have just been changed. It's almost like a lottery, three almost pub trucks just to see somewhere different, try different spots. Yeah, but I'm not looking very hopeful. I've said it over and over, the place is lovely, the lake looks lovely. I just think for some reason this weekend all the fish have been down the far bank or down the far arm of the lake where it fins right round. There's been 2 guys fishing in there, and between them they've had, I think it was 34 or 35 fish, which is pretty amazing to be fair. One of the guys had 3 upper 30s as well within that haul. He's had 22 or something and he's had 3 30s. Yeah, it's just been yeah, very frustrating. I don't feel like I've done anything wrong. I felt really confident in my rigs, I felt really confident in my spots, I felt confident in my bait. I've just not seen anything in this bait. Like I say, my hands have been tied. I've had to sit on my hands really because I'm in the lodge. I can't really move, I can't react to anything that I have seen. When I have seen it, it's been past the rope, which is out of my boundary, so I'm not allowed to fish them areas. But yeah, just yeah, very frustrating, but it's fishing, I suppose. It's part of one of them things. Dust myself off, we'll go again. It'll be a couple of weeks now before I get out again, but yeah, I've got another session with a mate in a couple of weeks down at Manor Farm Fishery, I think, near Biggleswade. So we're going to have a couple of nights there on Damsel Lake, I believe. So yeah, we'll just try again then. This place has been lovely. The hot tub is topped it off really. Been able to jump in there when we've been feeling a bit low. Yeah, Jack Daniels and Coke and a bit of hot tub and the missus. What more can you want apart from a bite? But yeah, we go again. So I'm on a bit of a slow pack down now, so if I don't hear from you again, then this is probably it. And yeah, look forward to the next video. Hopefully next time we'll be able to show you a fish. Cheers guys. Right, that's it, all packed up. Home time, on to the next one. Thanks for watching guys. Sorry there was no fish this time, but yeah, never mind. Decent. Look at this place though, look at it, with the sun shining. It's absolutely beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Place is pretty much dead as well. I think there's 2 anglers on now, part of the syndicate. But yeah, I'll definitely be back when it's a lodge. Get it booked out guys, bargain. And the hot tub. Take care.